Good morning. It is 6:24 in the morning. One quirky thing about this car, this key works the door, the driver door. This one works the ignition. And this works the trunk and passenger door, if I'm not mistaken. As you can tell, that's not the original door handle. But this is cold start. I should have filmed this a second ago. I just plugged in. The ECU for me just hangs out right there. It does actually bolt up behind the glove box, but because the car lives outside, I usually pull the ECU out and put it in the garage with the keys. That way the car is insured not to go anywhere. The interior is fairly clean. Steering wheel has a little, normal wear. Nothing you can really do about that. The seats are not horrible. That is just a water stain. Apparently that window was cracked open. I'm sure if I hit that with a little water and vacuum, it would come right out. Worst part about the interior is this happened before I got the car. Somebody glued a dime to that for some reason, and I haven't really tried to remove it. The only thing really broken on the inside of the car is the driver's sun visor. Sorry, trying to get this thing to focus. Visor clip. I just have not found a replacement one yet, but this is cold start. And the only light on in the dashboard, once I put the e-brake down and put the seatbelt buckle in, the SRS light is on. It is for, if I remember correctly, it's the driver's seatbelt buckle. The buckle functions, but for some reason the electrical portion thinks it's not there. And my plan for the car was I was going to put it on the road course and put a couple racing seats in it and a back half cage and a racing harness. In that case, the SRS kind of becomes irrelevant. So I never really searched out a seatbelt buckle. But from what I understand, the 2-door and 4-door version of this car, you can use that seatbelt buckle. It is the same plug-in. You just have to change the plastic case so that it is the correct color. But this is the car. It is slightly loud. This Skunk 2 exhaust is definitely not quiet. And when you actually get in the throttle, it gets significantly louder. The reason this thing lives outside is because my Silverado is turbo, and that lives in the garage. But yeah, the body's pretty straight, other than these random stickers that somebody had on the car. There's no real damage to speak of. I'm sure it has, if I walk around it closely, it's probably got a couple like really miscellaneous little dings, door dings and stuff, but I'm not really sure why the hatch is silver. It was like that when I got the car. That's more or less it. It does have a 5-speed shift knob in it, not a 6-speed knob. The reason for that is because the knob actually clips into the boot. I was going to try and search out I believe an RSX Type S shift knob, because that's the transmission that's in it. I think those operate the same way, where the knob clips into the RSX boot, and I was hoping to retain that factory look, but you could just put an aftermarket knob in it, but then the boot slides down because there's nothing for it to clip to. The sunroof does operate, the windows operate. I'm trying to think if there's anything else kind of weird about it. The only thing odd about the car when I got it, it did not have a spare tire, the jack for the tire, or the toolkit, and I just never really cared enough to search it out because I honestly don't drive the car that much. As you can tell, I have this. I have the 8th gen Civic that has a built K24 that needs to go for a tune, the turbo Silverado, which is going for a tune next week, my Odyssey, and I just sold a 4-door Civic that was this body style, trying to kind of thin the herd down a little bit. I was really looking for another truck or SUV. I've kind of gone too far with this one. It's turbo, short gears, big stall, not really usable as a truck other than throwing things in the bed of it. Anyway, I think that more or less covers it. The AC, I don't have a thermostat or anything to show you what the temperature actually is, but the AC does blow cold, blows hard and cold. And as far as I know, everything else works inside it. I think even the cruise control works, even though I don't really use it. If I can think of anything else, I will definitely share that with you. I'll try and get to work and upload this to my YouTube channel and send you the link, so our Android and iPhone thing doesn't kill the quality. All right, thanks, man. Have a good one.